Alright, what's going on guys, Willis Gaming here. We are back again with another Destiny video. In this video guys, we're going to be taking a look at the 4th subclass for the Hunter. And no, it's not real, this is just a cool concept, once again by the guy who did the Warlock. He also did one for the Hunter, HS Stego. I will leave the Reddit post down in the description so you guys can go check it out for yourself. If you guys enjoy the video and you like the concept, feel free to hit it with a like and obviously share it around with your friends. Also guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you have notifications turned on for the channel. On mobile, you basically have to click the little bell when you go to my channel, and then on PC, if you go to my channel and click the little cogwheel next to the subscribe button, a box will pop up. Tick the box and then click OK, and you will have notifications turned on and you can be one of the first to comment on the video. Winners from last video's 7/7 emblem will be in the video description. If you would like to win yourself a 7/7 infinite emblem, all you have to do is leave a comment on the video and drop a like, and you will be entered and the winner will be chosen next video. Also, I have hidden a 7/7 emblem code somewhere in this video. It's very well hidden, so whoever finds it first, congratulations. And yeah, let's get on to the video. So this new Hunter subclass is called the Bane Runner. Now I did have to read it for about 20 minutes because it is kind of complicated, and I wouldn't really say it was overpowered because obviously if the Titan and the Warlock had their new subclasses, it would kind of balance it out. I was just kind of thinking of it by itself, but I can see where he's coming from. So yeah, let's take a look. It's called the Bane Runner. For your grenades, okay, you have this thing called a teleporter grenade. Now this was kind of confusing, but obviously I'll try to explain it to the best of my abilities. Basically it's a grenade, you throw it and you basically teleport to your grenade. Kind of like a blink, but I guess you can go further. Obviously this will have to be on a very high cooldown, otherwise it's going to get abused. Next we have a portal grenade. 2 grenades that stick to surfaces. Anyone who walks through teleports to the other grenade. Lower range on throws. So this is kind of like a handheld portal gun. You can go through one side and come out the other. Next we have this thing called Ages. Hold L1 to create a sphere that pushes enemies away and protects you for 4 seconds or less. Contact causes damage. So it's kind of like a mini relic from the Vault of Gas, I guess. Kind of cool. So for that jump, the jump is kind of interesting and I'm not really sure how they could make it work. So basically, pressing the jump button while in the air triggers a short sprint mid-air. It would also rely on momentum, so pressing it while going up, you'd run upwards, while going straight, you'd run forwards, and pressing jump while falling, you'd go somewhat downwards. So kind of like a Warlock glide, if that makes sense. As you know, Warlocks have a different jump to Titans. So it would kind of be like a Warlock jump on a Hunter, but instead they'd kind of be like running on the air, if that makes sense. So let's take a look here. So you got Atom Walk, run mid-air after leaving the ground. Then you got an upgrade for it called Wider Field. Upgrade Atom Jump for a better directional control while running mid-air. Then you have Longer Field, upgrades Atom Walk for a longer run while running mid-air. Then you have Additional Jump, gets an additional jump after running mid-air. So it's pretty cool. I mean, having like a glide on a Hunter could be pretty sweet. As we know, Hunters are kind of stuck with the basic jumps throughout all their subclasses. It'd be nice to have a little glide. So for the super, let's explain this now. So it's a rather large area of effect ability. Basically, it's a bubble in which time is slowed by 50% in the area. Fire rate, charge time, and movement speed of your allies and enemies is increased. Example, the ideal time to kill for Monte Carlo is 0.9 seconds. In the Relativity Super, it would take 1.35 seconds. So no effects on your fire rate or charges, it's only people around you and enemies. So let's take a look at the upgrades and the abilities in this tree. So the super is called Relativity. Create a huge sphere in which time runs slower for everybody while you are moving slightly faster. Then you have an upgrade for it called Shared Understanding. Up to 2 allies can keep their movement while in the area of relativity. That's pretty cool. So basically a maximum of 2 of your allies, the ones who stand closest to you, upon activation can move happily around like they did before. Fire rate and charges are still slowed down though. Then you have one called Ground 0 Kelvin. Almost stop time completely. Your super only lasts 5 seconds in a small area and time freezes. So basically this is a time freeze effect. It only lasts for 5 seconds. If you activate it while someone jumps, they might hit the ground by the end of your super. So that's how crazy it is. Next we have new reality upgrade. As long as your allies don't move, their fire rates are unchanged and go faster the longer they fire. So this is going to be like the upgrade you want to use for taking down bosses. Increased fire rate as long as you don't move. So let's take a look at the melee. The melee is really interesting as well. Hold R1 to block an incoming melee. Attack with your shield and stun the attacker. So basically, obviously you're not going to have the shield and sword out the entire time. Obviously when you hold your melee, you will bring out a mini shield. And this will block an incoming melee attack and you can stun the attacker. Then you kind of have like an upgrade for it. Well, not really an upgrade, but kind of like the next one, because as you know, you can have 2 upgrades in the melee tree. It is called sword counter. Counter with a very powerful swing of your sword against the attacker after a successful parry. So you can basically use the parry and then you can use the sword to attack. I'll go into some detail on how much damage the sword and the melee does right at the end of the video. Then we have an upgrade for the shield called shield counter. Bash your shield against the ground to cause damage in an area around you after a successful parry. Pretty cool. Then you have grenade counter. Get a free additional grenade charge for a few seconds after a successful parry. Pretty sweet. That sounds freaking badass. So the next trees we have here, we have Slay and Pray. Increased melee attack speed, goes faster the longer you use your melee. Melee kills charge your abilities. Then we have Lutess Particle, I think that's how you say it. Create a platform your allies can use for a short time while atom walking. Aim down the sights is enabled while atom walking. So obviously atom walk is where you do your jump. And obviously this is going to leave a trail which your allies can actually follow you. So that sounds pretty sweet. Then we have On the Run. Significantly increased agility and movement speed when your super is full. Wow. So then we have Angel of Decay. Your primary has a chance of bonus precision damage and you are harder to spot while airborne. Then we have Perpetuum Mobile. Kills with your super, charge your next super. Pretty basic. Nice. Then we have Better Use for it. Parry lets you steal ammo from your attacker, gain an additional charge. That's going to be really good in a raid or something like that requires you to have ammo. So here's some notes you guys can read. I'm not going to read it all because there is a lot here, but obviously this basically explains how it would be balanced in PvE and PvP. And yeah, I'll leave that in the description, all the images you can find down below. And yeah, that's the new subclass concept for the Hunter, the Bane Runner. Obviously this is going to be Decay just like a Warlock. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what he does with Titan. I cannot wait to see. As you know, I main a Titan, so it's going to be awesome. Obviously, like I said, once again, this is not going to be in the game at all. It's just a concept, a little cool idea I thought would be good for a video. So obviously go show some support to HS Stego. He did all the artwork and stuff like that. I will leave the Reddit post in the video description. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video and obviously subscribe if you are new. And I will see you in my next video. This has been TheWolvesDen Gaming and peace.